Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I'm really loving this new series of designing flowers the way that they used to be done generations ago. One of this, one of that, put them into what a lot of us consider to be hard to design into containers. So that's one of the first that was in the series, and this design is, as you can see, it's just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it's into a nice container, but it's not really a container that you can do a lot with, you can do much with, but in actual fact you can. So have a look at the visuals on how I created that, just for a few tips and tricks. So that was that one. The next one was this one. Oh my goodness, this was what my nan used to do her flowers in all the time. It's what I call a boat or a canoe or a something. Beautiful container, but you try designing in it. Well, I've got tips and tricks on how to work in one of those. Today, moving forward, I want to show you what I think is a fantastic vase. Have you seen them and have you thought, what do I do with that? Well, this is a tulip vase, and because the history of this is so interesting, I've actually done a wee Google search and I've pasted or included some information so that you can see what the history was all about. It's just fascinating and I love it. Now it comes, look, these go really high. It's high as you like. You can get them on Amazon or just do a Google search for tulip vases. The one I was going to get was the blue and white, what is it? It's the willow pattern. But I thought, oh no, that might just be a little bit too busy. I'd rather stick with the white, and I can decoupage it if I want to add something to it. So the first cavity or the base is usually a little bit deeper and it's quite heavy, and as these things do, as they go up, they get a bit smaller. So you fill each of these cavities, look, this is quite nice, fill each of these cavities with water, and you'll notice that at the top you don't have very much room for putting very much water. Right, I look at that and I think, oh, it looks like an Indonesian temple. Perfect for what I want to do. So normally you would look at that and you'd think, oh, okay, what am I going to put in it? It was designed to hold tulips. It was also designed as a standalone container, or just something decorative to look at, or when the tulips were coming in, the tulips would go in. And the interesting thing about fresh tulips is once picked, do you know that they continue growing? Fascinating, the life of a tulip. But anyway, stop doing that. Let's just imagine that all of this is fresh. And also I think that it's a really lovely way to display a few of these, a few of these, and a few of these. And I'm also going to show and share how to incorporate a few fresh flowers into this design to just give it a little bit more of a lift. So let's just look at this. Normal rule of thumb is 1.5 times the height or the width of the container, whichever is the greater. At this stage, I'm seeing that going straight up. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to push that right into there. And now it's looking bigger. What else have I got? Oh, I've got some ranunculus. Okay, let's just put some ranunculus. I'm going to put a wee group of ranunculus there. Now, I know that, I don't know that I like that into there. I don't know. Yes, I do. I'm just going to put that into there because I've only got, I don't know really if I want all that weight, but I know that where I would like it, and that is down the base. See how much better it looks. These can be moved out to suit. Now I've got one more orange one. Now I think that I might just like that orange one in there for no other reason other than I thought that that'd be beautiful. Right, I've got 2 pieces of lilac, so I'm just going to bring a piece of lilac into there, and then because I can, I'm just going to bring a little bit of lilac over to there. Now when you're doing it, as I said, this bit here is very short, so you're either going to have to cut your stems or take it down a bit. Now I'm looking at that and I'm seeing that there's green on that. Fortunately, I've got another piece of foliage and I'm just going to put that into there. So that's going down, this is sort of going up, this is sort of going down. but it doesn't matter because it's a free form. And to balance it up, I'm just putting a little bit of green there, because you look at this, look. See, I've got the green there and I've got nothing there. So just by bringing in a little bit of green, perfect, it just cleans up that whole look. Now, I've got purple or lavenders here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a little bit of lavender to the top so that I've got my lavenders. It could be anything that you've got, doesn't have to just be this, but I'm just thinking how much better that looks with that lavender there, that we bring that lavender up into the top. I've got one more bit, so I'm just going to put that to there. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet, but we'll come to that. Okay, now I've got, look at these little snowballs. I'm just going to put one little snowball into there. And let's put a little snowball there. Look at that, how beautiful that's looking. And I love that it's sort of kind of beautifully whimsical. Oh, I just love it. Okay, I've got one of those. I'm going to put that down into there. And I've also got one of these. So I just think that I'm going to put that into there. Do I like that there? Yeah, I think I do. Right, I've got one little baby. Will that go into there? Yes, it will. Just one of those. Now, I've got a couple of pieces of some blossom. I'm just going to bring a bit of blossom there. And then I'm going to bring a bit of blossom over to that side. Let me just have a look. I love doing these. It just reminds me of being a child. I might need to have two of those. And I've got that little bit there. So maybe I could just go down into here and I could put... Now, is that going to look right? Nah, see, it's all a bit spiky and it's not doing anything for me. This is sometimes when you just have to decide, you know what, that blossom's going to look just beautiful. Not blossom, let's just put sprigs of lavender at the top. Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, I've got two of these. I've got that up the top. Let's bring a bit down into there and let's bring a little bit. Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm going to bring it down into there. Oh, look at that. It looks so beautiful. Now, if you want to take it to another level, look what I've got here. This just, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to put that little flower into there. Look how beautiful that looks as a little specimen. Now I've got nothing over there, so, oh, I know what we'll do. This is a great way to get the kids into flower arranging. No, that's not going to go into there either. So I've got that one there, so I really kind of sort of have to take that up and over. Won't go, so that's fine. We just cut it. That can go into there. And then I've got one of these left, so I've got blossom there. Why don't I just put a bit of blossom into there? It's looking gorgeous. And I've got this colour, dahlia. And don't forget that the shorter the stem of your flower, the longer it will last. I'm going to bring that down into there, like so. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just looking like I went out to the garden? Now I've got that. Right, well, when I do this, I look at those colours there and I look at that and I think, you know what? You'll just be perfect into there. And then I've got this colour and I do want to use it, but where could I put it? And then I look into there. And I think to myself, you could just sit into there. How is that for easy designing? And then I've got a couple of little heartsies here. So with a bit of water into there, I'm just going to put that into there because they're quite pretty. And I remember my nan, she just used to get a little bit of this or a little bit of that, and she just used to place them in. And oh, my dahlia's starting to fall, and this is what another friend of mine does. If they fall, she just leaves them. But isn't that just an easy way of doing a specimen display of a bit of this and a bit of that, and let's just enjoy the flowers. Oh, by the way, dahlias, once one goes, it's like a chrysanthemum. They just all fall out. So if they're doing that, either incorporate them into your design with a little, like, so that it looks like a little still life, or just stitch them. But I love this type of designing, and I think it's time for it to come back. I've got lots of these coming up in the series. I hope you've enjoyed this. I have enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you all again another day. Bye for now. Isn't that beautiful?